going into Bushy's. I'm going into Bushy's and getting some gas at the Bushy's. And then we'll get a big old Bushy sandwich. Want a Bushy juice and running down them chin on Bushy's. Going into Bushy's.
Going.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, my friends. I'm down here at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I'm here with Mrs. Boats. I'm here with my homie Bobby, who's my cousin actually. We're all hanging out. We've already had quite a day here. We were checking out Daisy Town, the old resort. We went down to downtown Gatlinburg. We were checking out Scotch Creek, which is on the other side of the campground. Having a pretty good time, and I'll tell you what, this is a beautiful park, a beautiful campground. If you've never been down here and you're around this area, it doesn't matter if you're in the U.S. or if you're anywhere here, come on down here and enjoy yourself a week or a weekend. You will not regret it. So, but tomorrow we got even more stuff to do, such as the Newfoundland Gap in Cades Cove, and we're going to get there. We're going to do that stuff, and once we do, I'll get it rolling. So stay tuned, everyone. All right, y'all. We got Mrs. Boats making some dinner. What are you making, Snips?
Trail rice.
Trail rice.
Ground turkey, mixed vegetables with some rice and mayonnaise and hot sauce.
Dang. So that's the treat. Trail rice is like a staple when you come camping. So
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy for sure. We got two kinds of hot sauce, I think.
Yeah.
We got the Yellowbird jalapeno sauce right here. And we got the Slappy Old Mama Louisiana hot sauce. Got a little bit of Duke's mayo. We can put that in there. That goes with it. And you guys have seen my rig. Let's go check out Bobby's rig. He's still setting it up, but pretty sure he'll give us a little tour. Look at that, y'all. I don't know if you can see it that well, but no lights yet. No lights yet. So he's got a little fan here blowing in. You see that? He's got a little tool chest right here. That's a metal tool chest. That's legit. Got a little hiking stick area, but there's the light. See the mattress right here he's got, lays in there. Yeah, it's got a little, is that a little push light right there? On the oh shit handle right up here?
Yeah, bug zapper as well.
Oh, nice. I had a bug zapper. I had a Ryobi one that rechargeable, but yeah, I dropped it and broke the darn thing. That's nice. So yeah, it's a pretty good rig. It's a what year is this? 2010 Dodge Caliber that he got. What'd you pay for it?
Nitro,
Not Caliber, Nitro.
$500 from a family friend.
Oh my god, that's a steal. So I'll go around this thing, you guys can look at it, but yeah, he made out like a bandit on this thing. It's a real nice vehicle. Look at that. And we met at the Tennessee Welcome Center in Jellicoe today, and he followed me down here. It's a nice looking rig. Look at that, he's got all the, block out the lights, he's got the bug screens. There's Old Faithful, old Black Stallion. But we got everything set up. We even got the Wii Boost, but it's really not doing a whole lot of good. We even got our hammocks. We bought 3 hammocks, just in case we want to strap them up. Some of these trees, we've got the awning set up. The only thing is we got to watch for some bars this weekend. There's some black bear. That's it. That's all that's down here is black bear. So cool. That's it, man. We got dinner going, and
Dinner's got color now.
put some veggies in there. All right. All right, everybody, stay tuned. You don't have a whole lot of room for a table.
No.
What kind of hot sauce do I want? Slap your mama or jalapeno? Maybe a little bit of both. How about that? That boxer.
It was sitting in a chair before when we went by.
That's a big old ball.
I forgot napkins. Don't make a mess. They're at the back.
I got napkins and baby wipes.
They're at the back of the camper. I just forgot to grab them.
Man, right there.
I love this stuff. It's got so much flavor to it.
I don't really do hot stuff. I can't think.
It's not very hot. It's just very flavorful.
This stuff is
It's the
less
spices that mess my belly up.
Ah.
But that one doesn't have a lot of spice to it because I don't do spice at all.
Right, I'm good.
I understood.
It's all
If you
good.
need more salt and pepper, it's over there too.
No, this doesn't need anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you sleep with the back open yesterday too? No?
No, I won't sleep with it open tonight.
Oh, okay.
Bone apple tip.
I brought a hammock myself. I heard you mention having a hammock.
We got 3 of them, yeah. One of them
I think the
Actually, I got 4 of them because there's one in my bag.
the rules say you have to keep them within the campsite.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
you have to be within a certain diameter of tree too. So maybe there's 2 big trees.
That was part of the reason I wanted to get one next to you. Like, we can spread the hell
Yeah.
out with the buddy site.
Yep. How about? Well, I think both of ours are double nests, aren't they? I know my
I
one.
mean, you can lay next to each other in them, but we don't ever do that. But I did bring the poles to do it.
No, because when Charlie lay next to each other, you got up and I fell.
Well, we rolled into each other.
No, that's right.
What
We,
did you do?
I'm what my wife calls an aggressive sleeper. I don't have the room to thrash around in there like I normally
And
do
you
in our
whack the
bed.
shit out?
Yeah, I
Oh,
turned over in the
no.
middle of the night and scraped my elbow.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I have Band-Aids. I mean, we have a first aid kit somewhere, but
I have 2 first aid kits, one
Okay.
for Cheryl and one that stays in there.
they do have Band-Aids in them, I believe.
I may have 1 or 2 Band-Aids in my bathroom though. Did you read the sign in the bathroom? Don't flush anything.
Yeah, don't flush this. Don't do that.
You're on septic.
So maybe we are drinking well water. I'm alright with that.
I'd be surprised if it was anything but a well or a spring. Like, fully shocked. Because without you guys, like infrastructure, piping, and
Yeah.
all the things.
Mm-hmm. Not even a Great Smoky Mountains is. The campgrounds are pretty remote.
Yeah, they are.
Next time we go Riverside.
I like that idea.
This isn't awful. Because honestly, it's quiet. It's almost like nobody wants to be on the side because of the
You
road.
know, like there's people running their generators over there. I can barely hear them.
Yeah.
Like they're super quiet.
I think they'll be off at 10.
Yeah.
10 or 11. And this is just the whole thing with this is I was gonna set up a tent and I didn't want to like invade on you guys, so I was gonna. And then I got to thinking, I don't think I want to be tent camping up here in bear country.
No. I have before.
I'm good. That's why I didn't stick that down. I was just, I'm good.
Make sense?
Which is nice because you got total privacy in there, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I like about that thing. I got
I got on a couple of Facebook pages and like just stole ideas, honestly, and got
Oh, yeah.
that's what we kind of do.
joints and just got creative. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's really all it's about when you have something like that.
Yeah.
The bad part, my Forerunner, where the way the seats fold down,
mm-hmm.
it doesn't,
Lift up.
not a whole lot, it's just got a small lip.
Yeah.
But it's going to be enough of a lip that you're going to feel it if you try to sleep in it.
That's that Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review has that setup where in his Forerunner he puts something in that avoids that lip, so
Yeah.
he's not sleeping on it.
I got kind of the same thing going, and I used a blanket, like a folded up comforter,
Yeah.
to level it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the opposite because the back seats are totally removed out of that. Like they didn't come with it. It needs back seats.
Yeah, but if you use it like this, and,
Right.
you know,
Right. We have the truck, and Sarah's got another little SUV too, so like we don't need them.
yeah.
It's not a priority.
Yeah, but you got a dedicated camping vehicle too, where it's like
Oh, we also got a camper
Yeah.
and 3 tents. Like,
I don't know how many tents we have.
We have like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yes.
3 or 4. Like,
my big tent, you can combine it real easy. Now I'm sitting here looking at it.
if I maneuvered this
Put a
enough,
tarp over it.
yeah.
You can buy.
I know.
There's a store by our house. If I get into it, it's like they've got one right now. It's $50. It's the like
The
bed.
SUV, yeah.
the SUV one.
Yeah. I need one of
What's
those.
what's sort
See our
of?
deals.
Oh, yeah. yeah. Remember that is that other place in Glendale that I'm gonna get the canoe fixed at? They sell outdoor stuff too.
Yeah.
That's a big tree.
Look like a grandfather.
The one right behind you,
Right
guys.
behind you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's a big tree. I like the camper.
Nice place.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can hear the kids playing, but they're not like super loud.
You know what?
I mean,
You know the thing is, if we go to Clifty
walk in
Falls
there.
on Monday, there might not be anybody there because it's Monday. Which
Very true.
that's nice.
Yep. That's my favorite time to camp through the week.
Yeah. But speaking of like tents and hammocks, I think I have 2 hammocks. I have a single and a double. And the boys have hammocks. They have 2 cots. Which the cots are nice for them. So
Yeah.
I got 2 little buddy heaters, like those.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great. And I really give off good heat too.
I'm so golden.
I said golden. Who's walking who?
My dogs would add so much fun.
When I moved in with my wife, I tried sneaking in ground turkey in one of my meals, and it got vetoed. So I haven't had ground turkey in over 10 years, and I'm having a real fine ass moment right now.
Well, when you have ground chicken in a day or two.
This is awesome. This is good shit.
Yeah. It's all how you make it.
Well, it is, and then on top of it, I do all the cooking. So for anybody else to cook for me is just fucking a joy in itself.
Yes. And this is so easy.
I bet it is. Like, I'm
Quick.
I mean, I had dinner done in like 20 minutes. Like,
just needed to heat it up.
yeah, I mean, brown the meat, and then I bought the bag of mixed veggies, so I didn't have to stand there and dice all the bullshit. And
We only
I
record.
like this bag of mixed veggies. I like the zucchini and the squash and stuff.
Yeah, I really love zucchini and squash. It's one of my favorite veggies.
well, tomorrow night's dinner is potatoes, I think.
Oh, good. Yeah, I got the pre-diabetes like nightmare scare at the VA, and I was like, nope. Stop eating majority carb. Like, try to eat healthier.
2 years ago, I'd seen almost 200, and that scared me enough. Like, I've watched it ever since. I could still lose weight, but
No, I was more like worried about it like when my dad got it, but
yeah.
knowing that, and his mom had it, and his brother has type 2.
And diabetes don't run on my dad's side of the family. Heart disease does. Nobody's seen 60.
Well,
My dad died at 44.
the other side's got all kinds of shit going on too.
Oh yeah. They also live a decent amount though.
Yeah. But
Well-
I'm sure your mom eats more than green beans
Huh?
as a vegetable. I'm sure your mom eats more than green beans as a vegetable.
Yeah. Mom? Yeah.
Carolyn eats corn and green beans.
My wife don't eat veggies for shit.
She won't touch broccoli.
My mom eats that shit, yeah.
I'll eat
Nina's a good eater.
any veggies you give me except for eggplant. I hate eggplant.
Never tried it.
I feel like it's one during the day you could go kayaking.
If that would have had the crossbars, my kayak would have been on top.
Good about ours. I've put them on top of there before, haven't I?
No, we've not done that yet.
I could though.
I didn't bring the kayak and I didn't bring my magnet fishing thing. That's the only thing I thought about.
You got one of them magnet fishers?
I do.
Hers are so cool.
It is. I've only used it twice, but yeah, it is fun.
I love watching those like
The
YouTube
videos,
videos. Like,
that's what
yeah.
got me into it. Yeah. Herbert
I
Wright
took
had
my
it for 20
I
bucks.
took my girlfriend magnet
Yeah,
fishing,
nice.
and 3 things of what I found. 1, I found a car. 2, I found a gun. 3, I found a dead body. Called the police.
I don't even know if we be able to get a good signal with the Starlink under here. It's such a thick canopy.
Could always try tomorrow. I wouldn't try tonight.
Yeah, put it on top of the camper.
No, on the other side. Look, it looks like it might be clear.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Or even right on top of the camper.
Yeah,
there's
on top of the camper.
And point it that direction.
Heck of a dinner, y'all.
Heck yeah.
Good morning, y'all. Coffee. Check out my new hoodie. NHCI. It's where the kid goes. So, got the coffee percolating. Little switch this around here. I am. Well, that Cafe Bustelo. I love that stuff. I haven't had it in a while. But yeah, I'll show you around. Beautiful little spot. We got some neighbors, but this whole campground's full. It's like, it's the weekend. It's the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's gonna be full, so it's all good. It is like, for being full, it is quiet too. But yeah, that's it. We'll do an intro here in a little bit. We just kind of wanted waited for people to wake up and get moving, because get loud in those intros. So yeah. All right, everybody. I have plenty of shenanigans lined up for today, probably. So we'll figure out something. Stay tuned. Coffee's ready.
Oh. Hold on, I gotta get some
Where's
juice for my stuff.
All right, good morning, everybody. Figured it's time for a you join me for some coffee, and we can have a little chat. So go ahead and get yourself a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you drink. See you in a second. All right, folks, welcome back. So had a good night at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Great first night. We all slept fantastic. We all slept great. It's so peaceful here, and like I've said before, this campground is completely full, right? And I've been to many campgrounds where it's like completely full campgrounds. They're noisy. People don't know how to act. They litter everywhere. And their music's bumping, whatever. They're drinking excessive amounts of alcohol and just making a ton of noise and just being so disrespectful. But not here. Everybody's so quiet and respectful here, and it's fantastic. It really is. But so, yeah, I really like this campground. Definitely going to come back here. I would like to. I don't know if this place is open during the winter. I'd like to find out. Because I'd like to do some winter camping here where there's like nobody in the loops. There's some other. I think there's. I don't know how many campgrounds are actually in the Smokies. I'll have to find that out. Adult plan today, I think, is cook some breakfast soon. We'll go into town. Gosh knows where into town we're going to go. I think we're going to start in the old burg. We'll start in Gatlinburg, and we'll just work our way from there. I think we're going to go check out Cades Cove today, too. You guys will see that. I personally haven't been there in a hot minute, so I don't know what to expect. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, but get the solar set up. Even though we have a pretty thick canopy of trees, get the solar set up. It'll charge in low light, and believe it or not, the solar panels are Harbor Freight solar panels. They were like $330 for the kit. And I don't use the kit. The only thing I use is the solar panels. It comes with the charge controller. And it actually comes with lights that I could hook up to it too if I wanted to hook up to the charge controller. It's silly. But so I just use the solar. It's a basically plug and play in the rig. It comes solar ready. So I have to just plug it in and good to go. Charge the battery. I got a battery box right now. Actually, my phone is plugged into it, and that's what I'm talking on. Is my phone is the camera instead of using the Samsung camera or the other 8K one or whatever it is. Still got the GoPro mounted up in the car. Probably gonna have to change the battery in that soon, but yeah, we're doing what we can with using battery banks and. So like a side-by-side that just went by. Definitely got to put that on the list of wants and needs. One side-by-side now. Gonna need later in the future. What?
Wants and needs.
Wants and needs. Want.
It's definitely a want. It's not a
no,
need.
it's a want now, and it's going to be a need in the future. Oh. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about the future right now. I don't want to disclose that on the channel yet. So so let's switch it up to breakfast here. Shrimp and grits this morning. That's what we're cooking, and that's what we're having. So yeah, anyways, let me know in the comments what national parks do you like? What are your favorites? My favorite, I would say number one on the list is Rocky Mountain National Park. I love that. That's my favorite park. Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve, that's on the list. And I would say the National Grasslands, that's more of a monument, but I guess you could tie national monuments in with national parks, the same rules. But I haven't seen much of this one. Been an adult. We're going to change that today, though. Change that this weekend. So, also another thing. Put in the comments, what national parks do you want me to visit and put on the channel? I already have kind of a list of what I want to do. Mammoth Cave is on there. That's about 3 hours away from home. If I don't know if there's camping in Cuyahoga Valley. I haven't been up there in a while, so it'd be nice. But I will wait probably until it gets. Well, I could probably get away with it, but I might want to wait until next year where it gets warmer. Because once you start getting up by the Great Lakes there in wintertime, you're asking for trouble. The national forests don't count, but if you want me to go to national forests, I have no problem. My favorite is Daniel Boone National Forest in Kentucky, and behind that is the Hoosier National Forest, and then Wayne National Forest in Hanging Rock. That's a pretty cool area. So yeah. But as you can see, it's still September. Yesterday was near 90 degrees, but we're all wearing something on our arms because it's kind of cool out. I mean, I was walking around shorts t-shirt, but I had to put this hoodie on. It's chilly. Feels good. But we got a good campsites around. I'll show you guys later some of the campsites around here and some of the scenery. We got a little brook next to us, little creek. Goes under the road here. We'll show you that a little later. And on the other side of the campground is a river. We would check that river out. And maybe, just maybe, do some swimming. I don't know. Anyways, hope everybody's enjoying their cup of tea, a cup of coffee, whatever you got. I don't care if you got a glass of milk, whatever. So that's pretty much on the plan for the agenda. I think the agenda for the weekend is on exit day, Monday morning. We're going to get some breakfast on the way out at a restaurant, at one of the local restaurants. I'll drop Mrs. Boats off at home, and I'll head to Clifty Falls with Bobby, or I'll meet him there, one or the other. So, yeah, that's the whole plan. So, I haven't actually had like regular coffee in over almost probably a year. So this is probably going to make me bounce off the walls later. I'm okay with that. Maybe I'll swing from tree to tree like a monkey. So, anyways, folks, that's all I really got for this one. And we'll see you a little later on for breakfast. And later on, I'll do some videoing in town and all that. So stay tuned, folks. All right, y'all. It's breakfast time. Shrimp and grits. Look at that. Look at it. Respect it. Made with chicken stock. Like, you straight up makes it. A lot of people put butter or sugar in their grits, or even maple syrup. I've done all the above. There is some butter in this, but Mrs. Boats made this. It is savory. It's made with chicken stock, so like better than the bouillon. So chicken bouillon, like the goopy chicken bouillon stuff. It's made with that. So not enough shrimp. There needs to be a little bit more shrimp, but I'm not gonna. I'll tell her that later. But it's good stuff. It is good stuff. I'll try the piece of shrimp. Good stuff. Straight up. Okay, not good enough of that. So, because we already had our coffee chat, I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and I'll come back to you later. I'm going to eat this. This is so good. I don't want you guys to hear me moaning and making love to it. So, I will bring you back later. And, yeah, for sure. All right, stay tuned. All right, check this out, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all, we've pulled up to a spot called the Daisy Town Historical Cabin. This is back to nature in this small valley where Little River and Jakes Creek converge. Lie the vestiges of Daisy Town, one of several resort enclaves established in the early 20th century by urban dwellers who crave the natural beauty and refreshing climate of the Great Smoky Mountains. As you look down this road lined with cottages, imagine the time 100 years ago when visitors arrived by rail, seeking refuge from pollution and sweltering heats of the city. The summer resort community offered a temporary escape from day-to-day routines and responsibilities. Families played outdoor sports, socialized at the clubhouse, or relaxed on their porches. So let's check this. So apparently, like, this whole place was a resort. I mean, like a century ago. We'll walk into this cabin here. There's no light. Whoa, check this out. There's no electricity. It looks like it. Old Nomin too, maybe? Check these rooms out. This is pretty rad, y'all. Look at that. Dude, this is cool. There's a bathroom in here. Look at that. Tub, shower. Another room here. God, this looks like where the kitchen was. Yeah. There's a sink. You can have like a washer and dryer right there because you got a water hookup. This place is awesome. Here's like another lounge room. Check that out. Check out the fireplace out. It's cool. Wonder if they all look like this. Here's like the back. Little outdoor. I'll be sleeping right here. Closets. This fireplace is the coolest. Look at that. The way it built, the stone, the creek stone, the river rock, all flat. Like a vaulted ceiling, open concept or whatever they call it. It's awesome. Pretty rad. Let's go check some of the other ones out. Let's go down here. Check out like the log cabin. Now, you guys see that? Yeah, I done let her loose now. She gone. Check these cabins out. Check that green one out. That is so awesome. These buildings have definitely held up to the test of time. Daisy Town's eclectic architecture. The buildings you see along the shaded street are a hodgepodge of designs. The rustic cabins were built by city dwellers inspired by the Back to Nature movement. Influenced by the craftsman style of architecture, which emphasizes the simplicity and the use of natural materials, some cabins are made of board and batten, while others are hewn logs. Sorry, it's a sentence. Outdoor living space such as large porches brought nature into these mountain retreats. Rustic design continued in the interior with exposed wood ceilings, walls, and floors. So that's the one I want to go look at. This cabin, originally built in 1830 along Jakes Creek, is one-story log house, one of the oldest buildings in the region. It used to belong to longtime resident Levi Trentham and was dismantled, moved the Mayo cabin, remodeled, and served as a guest home in 1932. Some cabins along the street, like those you see in this picture, were adapted from railroad set-off houses. The original use was temporary mobile housing for timber workers and their families. So we're not going to explore all of this, but I kind of want to go over there. I got to watch my step here. Tons of roots. Yeah, this is all it is. Even some of the glass still looks leaded, like that old lead glass. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the waves. Yeah, see the distortion? I had that one too. But look at this fireplace. You got the brick and back and the river rock mantle. Look at those old nails. Whoa. That's awesome. You get that little dude back there? The little steps. This is cool. I mean, look at these big, heavy timbers. That's why these places have stood up to the test of time. They're lower. I mean, I think some of them have been remodeled and refurbished, but like, for the most part, a lot of the stuff's original. Well, there's a lot of people here, y'all. I wonder what the blue mark's for in this big tree. So, the basic gist of this place is it's called Daisy Town. About a century ago, it was a resort. And this was a road, but like, I wonder if this was like railroad tracks or where the tracks came in. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. Well, we gotta go find the wife. You let her loose, she is exploring every single thing she can. And I know we gotta go to town, so. All right, Well, this is Daisy Town, y'all. All the inside of the buildings are pretty much the same, so we're not going to go in every single one of them, but though I can see a fireplace in this one looks a little bit more modern than some of the other places we've seen. There's a log cabin down here, though. Yeah, this building 7 looks a little bit more modern. The glass still looks leaded because I can see a lot of distortion in it. But like this one, looks a little bit more modern. Whoa. Check that little building out, y'all. Go inside that. Huh. It looks like that might have been a fountain or something at one time. Look at the metal in it. I think there's a pipe right there. Anyways, let's go in a little hobbiton here. That's what, a little flag and a little wooden horseshoe. There's a nest. A floor drain.
Check out that little cubby.
Turn the light on here. Hold on, y'all. Boom. Look at that fireplace. Big old spiders in there. Check that out. Little cubby hole. That's awesome. This is the best little building right here. That's awesome. Cool. I like when I have to go out of doorways and duck. Makes me feel tall. Check out that rock. That's neat. There's some porta-poos down there. Go check those out. That one, it's got a screen door on it. Some of these cabins are like look a little bit more modern than some of the other ones. There's the restroom. Appalachian Clubhouse. I love this porch. Oh, this whole building, it's cedar. Just walk up here.
That's what I want to get for my platform and my little ride. It's a cedar plank. That will smell like it.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
This is the original?
Yeah.
Wow. That's so friggin' cool. That's all the original wooding. Look at all that. Here's the bathroom, y'all. Look at that.
So we were living them, but kind of left them how they were. So you can see them.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm gonna go in here and look. All the electricity was the old knob and tube. So I wonder if they all disconnected it. Probably have from any power, because as
That blue house?
Oh, yeah. I'll go and look at that one.
there's the door in each room to the bathroom.
Yeah.
2 doors.
Yeah, that's nuts. This whole building smells. I could just spend a couple hours in here, just get a chair and just park up on this porch. Just sleep in here too. Well, we use the restroom, y'all. We'll be right back. All right, we're gonna go into this house. So before we go in, if you guys notice, like everything leans. And I'm gonna show you a really important detail when we go in there. I love this porch. Reminds me of the porch I had when I was a kid. What? Look at this. Tile linoleum? What is that? That is cool. But look at that window. Like the house shifted and they did something to it. Anyways, a lot of this glass you can tell is leaded glass because it's got a lot of distortion to it. There's the bathroom. Look at that. Little walk-in shower. That's better than the shower I got at home. Another room, completely separate. Look at that. Flooring. That is awesome. There, I wonder if that's a closet. I bet you it's a closet. Whoa, this is the kitchen. No, it's not the closet. It's a door to come in to the kitchen. Crazy. Want the old roof over there? Well, that's the building we were in before. I think we went in that one. That's cool. We don't need to go in every single one of them. Well, this stuff is really neat, y'all. Really neat. Well, I'm gonna snap some pictures, and next time we'll see you in town. Stay tuned, folks. From Daisy Town in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Well, another one more cabin before I sign on out of here. That's Romex. There's knob and tube in here, and there's Romex in some cabins, so they differ. But check this out.
Look at the steak or whatever that's in it.
Oh, steak.
Knoxville, Tennessee, Sunday morning, August 24th, 1930. That's my homie JC right there. Thomas Rafferty. It was 57 years between visits, but Thomas Rafferty, New York lawyer, came back to the White House the other day to repeat a call he paid on President Grant in 1873. He is pictured here as he left the executive mansion. And this, look at that. Chrysler, 8s and 6s greatest performance in every price field. And there is the prices of cars back in 1930. I could get two. Actually, if I went to the $7.95, I'd get several of those. Animal crackers. The Marx Brothers with animal crackers. So cool. Look at that. There's the Hoover Dam. Is that, what is that? Yeah, that's the Hoover Dam. Oh, building a Boulder Dam. My bad. That's the Boulder Dam. So maybe, I don't know. That's cool. It's in Nevada. Look at that. Well, I better catch up. I'm getting left behind, so check this old clay pipe out. Well, told you guys we were going to explore a little bit of Gatlinburg, and we got here early before the big crowd set in, but whew, it is packed. And honestly, like, I haven't been here since the fires, and the fires were still burning when I got here. So you can see a lot of the hillsides where you can see the burn scars. You can't really see them in the video, maybe you can. Over there, but you can see way over there. Yeah, you can see the burn scar there. Oh, sorry, I was zoomed in.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, you can see the burn scars there in the hills. And said I haven't been back here since the fires, and it's just, yeah, it's kind of amazing to come back and all these hillsides were on fire and all black. Yep. So, anyways, folks, just kind of wanted to show all that to you, that where we are. Stay tuned. Well, y'all, it is just didn't feel making dinner, and we had like turkey, spam, and potatoes and zucchini. It was pretty good. It's a good dinner, and we just kind of hung out and enjoyed the night. So just tonight, each other's company and good discussion, all that. You know how that goes. So yeah, we didn't make it to Cades Cove today. We're gonna make it tomorrow, and then we're gonna do Newfoundland Gap as well, because that just opened up. It's been closed for a year or two. It had like mudslides and stuff. But yeah. So that's what we got. We're gonna do that tomorrow, and we'll get up in the morning and get some coffee and some breakfast, and we'll get her done.
Pancakes.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. It's night time. Sweet dreams. Morning, y'all. All right, everyone. A little bit of an issue with the rig here. I got water. Look at that's water. That's old, dirty water. And I have a leak somewhere or something. The pump is dry. This is just an extra hose. I'm not sure if it's an overflow hose or why that's even in there. It looks like it is because it's a separate drain. So that's might what's be going on. I don't know. But the pump is dry. There's no leak in the water pump. This is the heater over here. So not quite positive what's going on, but we'll get her squared away. We'll get her fixed. Definitely not going to interrupt this trip at all for sure. So stay tuned, folks, and I'll let you know what we find out. All right, y'all. We got to Cades Cove. Got some video on the GoPro and all that. I'm walking down the little overlook here and gonna do some pictures, get some recording in. You to leave.
You need to leave.
All right. We are headed that way. It's an 11-mile loop. So that's the way we're headed. But I believe we're gonna have to turn it around and go find restrooms. But we are headed, look at all that down there. Going that way. Ooh, not what I wanted, sorry. Cool, let's do it. All right, so well into Cades Cove Drive.
We can sit right here and let those people pass through. We're out.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sit right here and just wait for it to clear out. But we got big groups of cars up here. There's at least, you got that side by side, you got cars behind it. And back here, you got tons of cars there. They're trying to get out of the way. So, it's the only problem with these small one-lane roads, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, everybody, stay tuned for more action in Cades Cove. All right, everybody, look at those crows. We made it, everybody. We made it into that Baptist church. I got the whole car thing squared away. Thanks to the homie Bobby for getting out and pushing. Oh, dude, there's a cemetery back there. We're gonna go check that out.
I think they've got nice for service going.
It does sound that way. Yeah, they do. Sweet Gum Baptist Church. Well, let's go. Well, guys, can't go in the cemetery, but I mean, look at these. 1885 to 1888. You got more here. May 4th, 1918. There's an old stone right there.
There's a whole bunch of them right here.
You can't really see that. Look at these old ones. You can honestly see the National Park Service has done their due diligence about some of these older gravestones. Air Force. Look at that one. That's a fairly new one. That's really cool. Wouldn't it be awesome to be buried here? England. A lot of Ledbetters. There we go. Cool. Wow. What's this one? 1796 to 1880. Wow. Here's another one. North Carolina Militia Revolutionary War. 1744 to 1840. Got more veterans' graves through here. Right here. Can't really see that one. It's hard to make out. Look at this one. That is really old. Look can't even read anything on it. Kind of looks like the state of Michigan, but backwards. Sprinkle. There's a family. Some really old stones back in the back of the cemetery. Like, look, there's one. There's those. Back there, right there, there's flowers on it. You got some more old stone. There's one right there, an old stone. Really, I mean, they're so old you can't read them. And then some of them, like the one back there that I said kind of looked like Michigan, almost looks like it was made of wood. But like, look at this one. It's fairly new. Ah, to be buried in a national park, that would be so neat. Be a great resting place. Look at this. It looks like just a piece of flint or some shale, maybe. Look at these stones. That one says 2013. Oh, I don't know if anybody can make that one out here. La Quiro. So I can really make out.
Lily Myers. Let's see what the back of this one says. 1884 to 1980.
Look at these stones right here. Like, that's crazy. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, delighteth greatly in his commandments. 1863, 1926, 1867 to 1947. So 1824 to 1907. This one looks like it's falling apart. It's pieced together. That's like a classic. This one right here, that's the... Yeah, I think some people don't know the meaning of coins, but there's 1 dime, 3 pennies, and 1 nickel. So if you know the meaning, I do. I have a friend that died in Iraq in my arm, so I always put a quarter on his grave at Arlington. Look at that. Now let's go over here. Look at all these old stones. Can't see them anymore. Can't see the writing. Come over here. First permanent white settlers of Cades Cove, right here. John Oliver and his wife Lorena Fraser Oliver, 1795 to 1888. And right next here, John's grave, East Tennessee Militia, War of 1812.
Or blasting. I don't know, but it's just like, that one's not from...
I made it from this way, this wall.
Anyways,
Like this walkway was
actually, look at that stone right there. It says Lewis. And then that one's got a date on it, but it's laying there, so I can't really read it. Now look at this one, 1827 to 1902, Lazarus Oliver. Martha Bricker Oliver. Martha H., wife of W.M. Oliver.
Look at this one back here.
This
Anderson Sand died August 12th, 1871 at the age of 76.
that is like unheard of back then.
Yeah.
Living to that age.
Our baby. Aww.
There's a baby's grave right here. Only lived almost a year. I only lived 9 months.
There's a couple babies over there.
That's usually the sign of the times.
I want to bury somebody right here. When they're lined up like this, I know that this dude is buried on that side. And his wife is probably right here next to him. Because there's no stone right here, I know that this spot is probably empty. And that. And
you know what though? Like they're staggered in this one.
They are.
They're not like, you know, how a lot of cemeteries they're straight up.
Right.
This one's they're staggered. Like they go this way.
Imagine what kind of stuff they're having to dig into.
Yeah.
My old office at the cemetery.
Here are some of the.
To keep the bodies in the winter because they had to hand dig them in the spring.
Here's
and
just some of the stones that are like the old school classic style. Right here. 1951. There's a lot of the Olivers right here. So the Oliver family, which was the, again, here's what there was a marker right here. Yeah, he can't. Look at this one right here. Looks like there was something there. You can see a piece of metal. Look at that. Looks like it broke off. Man, it's so cool.
Okay, so what did Miss
Laura?
Oh, that's the cemetery.
To where in 1927 they got that kind of a tombstone.
I have a feeling that things were redone.
So
That looks authentic.
this is the cemetery behind the Baptist church where they're having a congregation right now. They're having service. So I don't think we can go in there. But this is really cool, the old cemetery. We probably have graves back here in the woods. Yeah, there are. Look, right there. There's a stone right there. So you probably have graves back in the woods, too. God, it'd be really cool if you can get in there, but they don't want all the tourists walking through here trampling and destroying the graves. I mean, you're all have nothing right here. So, very cool. Oh, I wish we could get in the church, but I don't think we can. Stay tuned, folks. So, no, we can't get in the church, but this entire building, look at that. Sitting on these stones like that's just what it's sitting on. There you go, right there. Like they're all just sitting on the stones. That old building, it's probably all equipment that they keep. Well, we're going to get out of here and let somebody else get her spot. Stay tuned. Chick alert. Babe alert. Look at that, y'all.
If I had to be put in the ground, you can get it right here.
Yep. All right, everybody. We're coming up. There's a mill, and there's all sorts of stuff here. Grist mill, cane mill, corn stuff. It's all here. I'll read this. Sort of, I can see it. In the early 1900s, family farms covered the valley. Self-sufficient was the rule in those days. But most people made use of the mill, the country store, and the blacksmith shop. The buildings assembled here represent part of a typical mountain community. Cable Mill is the only building on its original site. The National Park Service constructed the blacksmith shop, the house, the cantilever barn, and the outbuildings were moved here from other sites within the park. The Cades Cove tour booklet is available at the visitor center, blah, blah, blah. So cool. Yeah, we're here, and we got a little sign. Snakes active around buildings, so we'll make sure to mind for that. It's really hard to see. So let's go on in here, check this out. Stay tuned. All right, everybody.
Well, you can get a record player like at Walmart for not that much.
Get it away.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like whatever you're playing on the way up. Alright, well, I'm going to keep playing. Absolutely. We'll check out that sign over in a little bit. A minute. Wow. Listen to that. Look at that fireplace, y'all. This is an active life. Rebecca Cable is better known as Aunt Becky to the Cades Cove community. She bought this house in 1887 with her brother Dan, and together they operated a store out of it for 8 years. Residents of the Cove were without a doubt familiar with the Cables. Never married, she owned 600 acres in the Cove and kept busy, taking care of farm cattle and cattle raising chores. Spinning, weaving, knitting, amongst other tasks. When her brother was hospitalized for mental illness and his wife contracted tuberculosis, Aunt Becky took in her nieces and nephews. So, this is the Greg Gable house, and that's Aunt Becky. That's her right there. She looks like the aunt you would have.
Bobby, nice to meet you.
Very cool. Let's go back.
I will. I'll find you.
There's a sign here. Look at this old stove. This is probably where they cooked and kept warm. Hand hewn or sawed. Home construction in Cades Cove, as it did in the industrialized world, building a home was so much more labor intensive before sawmills. It required a lot of time, tools, and human power. Steps for buildings and log cabin including using a crosscut saw or to fell a tree, hewing the log to create flat sides, notching the log at its corners to fit stack logs, splitting woods for doors, roof boards, shingles, shakes, floorboards, or puncheons, among others. Technology removed some of these steps. So, yeah, look at that. And then that shows you the difference. Let's go keep exploring, y'all. Check this building out. I don't know. Came down here, but I don't think there's a sign. We're gonna go find out what this is all about. Look at that. It's a really cool little spot. It's cool in here too, like cool temperature wise, it feels good. The ground is like hard packed. You see paw prints, shoe prints. That's neat. And kind of stuck into the ground like when it's muddy, people would walk in here. Ooh. Yeah, can't get in there. There's a door here too. It'd be cool to get in there, but I guess I can't.
That door took you all the way across. just storage underneath it.
What building was this?
I'm not sure. I have to look on the map.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's keep exploring, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, folks, go check out this mill building here. I think this might have been a grist mill. The fact that it still has that, well, it's probably a reproduction, but the wheel doesn't spin anymore, obviously. Wheel hasn't spun in a while, probably. There's lots of people in here, so.
Maintenance team is 3 guys, and we share them with the whole park.
Yeah.
So, you know, when they can get out here.
You can't really. There's somebody in there, so we're not gonna go in, and we're not gonna film anyways. But I just want to take a look at the cable mill. Really neat. Sorry. Let's get some shots over here. That's absolutely beautiful. You're welcome. Check that. So it's weird, it's crazy, is you could be around these old millstones. There'd be a copperhead sitting right in this leaf litter, and you would never know. There's the exit for the water. Then go more over here though. There's in this little stream. Lots of change in there. Check this out. Making molasses and sorghum. So they run it through there, and I don't know if you can see, so the horse goes around in the circle and they run that sugarcane through that, compress it, squeezes it, the juice falls out, they cook it up, and they're making sorghum. It's so cool. Stay tuned for me. All right, everybody. I walked up from the mill. Look at that.
Are you just ready to go?
And then all that. It's crazy with all that change in there. There's like quarters, little silver dollars in there, maybe. Who would throw a silver dollar? I got some of those. I got Roosevelt's. Or these old farm implements. Old yeah, man. Whoa. Check all that. Old signs in there and everything.
Right.
Look at them logs. Yep. You want to know that's where a snake would be hiding under some stuff, trying to stay cool.
They're built like this so that they can drive their wagons through and then load up on top whatever they were storing. However, the outside bottoms are smaller because they were taxed by square footage back in the day. So every building was taxed based off of the square footage.
Cool, folks.
Smaller bottoms and then filled the did it across the top. It was smaller square footage.
Stay tuned. We're going to keep exploring Cades Cove. We got lots of miles left.
Yeah. The Carter Shield wound suffered in the Battle of Shiloh left George Washington Carter Shields crippled for life. Shortly after the war, he married and moved to Kansas. He returned to Cades Cove in 1906 and bought this property in 1910. One would think that an old soldier could find contentment in such a lovely nook, but Shields lived here only 11 years before leaving again.
Oh, I stopped the camera and I didn't mean to, y'all. Sorry. Anybody got a pen where I can put my brother's number?
You want to go upstairs?
See a picture of your poop. You can go upstairs?
Yeah.
Wild.
Locked.
Boy, that
Look at those steps.
slipping hot in the summer again, man.
Be careful. You want me to take it up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there's a little creek.
Creek? It's not a creek, it's a creek. Dude, what the fuck was that?
That was.
It's pretty cool up here.
Do me a favor, shine the light down and towards this area.
Yep, 1 second.
Okay, that was weird.
It may have just been the way the reflection
I don't think it was.
Are you looking over there?
It could have been. I just saw something.
Yeah.
I do feel like a little.
Hey, can you open that door?
This is my room.
That's where I saw movement. I saw weird movement in there. So crazy.
Could you imagine living in here though?
That's what I'm trying to do this whole
Well, like you would be upstairs. I would assume you would put your bed upstairs.
There's no reason for anything else to be upstairs, like that you can
Right.
just sleep.
Right, and then you'd cook there, so like your kitchen stuff would be like right here. And
Yeah.
you have, like a sitting or your secretary office stuff.
I think they had office stuff back then.
They had a desk. They had to always do to keep their books. So
Fair enough.
Look at that. We're the only ones in the parking lot for this place.
yeah, you know what's so
Yeah, you're right.
Cool.
odd is that there's like no good spot for like a.
All right, let's keep on rolling. like this one place was talking about how they feed their cows spent grain from facilities, which is a
Grass feed it, you don't have to worry about it. If you stop mass producing beef, pushing everything through. Looking at the chicken now, compared to chicken when we first found chicken. Or corn. You ever seen what corn's supposed to look like? Or a banana, what that's supposed to look like? It's crazy.
I like the mini bananas, the little big
Yeah.
like those really what
Right. Little bitty guys in there, so to speak.
cover up. Those things will sell off. I don't want those. This is a high performance one. So I rode one. I did a wounded warrior project shoulder ride at Louisville. Like 44 miles, 2 days. And it was 44 miles. Like I didn't do 44 miles in a hike. And I've done a couple cities. They're like cheaper on the cheaper end, so it's probably like just a little less than cheap. It's a little more expensive than you're looking at. But I can get one from the VA's exactly sport program for free from my business. There's all the work. I haven't got something. It's 5 years ago. There's good parts to it. So Cincinnati had
I'll just don't have to waste your time in any. I'm gonna say, like, I drive to Richmond if I need VA service. Don't go in.
well, like when we moved to Indiana, I'm sure it's one.
Yes, just let me.
But I tell you what, Cincinnati used to have an OEF operation news out there with person for that. Well, the team that was in there was great. That's when I was going there and had a problem. So that team had all the doctor retired, the nurse practitioner retired.
Get ready with plates.
Oh. I wish everybody else in my house would understand that those sounds when we stand up aren't voluntary.
I dropped a pancake on the ground too.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
We're at the Newfoundland Gap Overlook. We're gonna go up here, check that out. Let's check some of these signs here. You are standing alongside the Appalachian Trail, one of the longest continued footpaths in the world. The trail winds more than 2,150 miles through 14 states. Few stretches are more remote or difficult than the section through the Great Smoky Mountains. Here are the trails that follow some of the highest ridges in the Appalachians, paralleling the Tennessee-North Carolina border for 70 miles. So, hiking the trail is not easy, and neither was building it. Here in the Smokies during the 1930s, hundreds of Civilian Conservation Corps workers, CCC, cut rock, felled trees, built shelters, and shaping the great path that extends to like a narrow river from Georgia to Maine. So, what would your Appalachian Trail name be? Daniel White earned his trail name, the Black Appalachian, while through hiking the Appalachian Trail in 2017. Although White was raised in Asheville, North Carolina, along the Blue Ridge Parkway, just 37 miles outside the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, completing the 2,190-mile trail was White's first hiking experience. During this intense introduction, White fell in love with the outdoors. Since hiking the AT, he has completed several other long-distance trails both nationally and internationally. White's experience on the AT resulted in him finding a sense of self and a fruitful career in the outdoors as the Black Appalachian. So that's really cool. Now, I hiked the Virginia section many, many years ago, and that's all I've ever done of the AT. So, as you can see here, look at that. So, really cool. With that, pause that and read it at your leisure. All right, let's go up these steps here.
We'll be back. We're gonna walk a little bit of the AT from
Yeah. Look at that, there used to be an old fountain. Looks like that green Kool-Aid. Remember the Slimer Kool-Aid? Check that out. Let's go up here. Look at that. All right, everybody. Go back down and we're going to continue on and we'll figure out what to do. Stay tuned. Well, good morning, y'all. And just left Cades Cove. We just got back from Cades Cove for the second time. And I didn't video anything because I honestly forgot my phone. I had the other cameras, but I just kind of want to spend time with the family and not get into that. So we're about to pack up here. So this is unfortunately where this adventure ends. But stay tuned for the next one, because right after this, I'm heading to Clifty Falls State Park in Indiana with my cousin Bobby. So I'm going to drop Mrs. Boats off at home because she's got to be at work tomorrow. And then I'm going to go camping for one night there. So that's going to be another episode that's going to be It'll be a little different from this one. This one's going to be a little long just because we did so much stuff. But I didn't record us going to Klingman's Dome yesterday because I was just kind of taking it all in and forgot all about it. And there was a ton of people too. So, but hey, it's done and over. We've had a good time here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and you need to put this on your bucket list if you're in the States, or you need to make a trip to the States to check this out, because this is one of the most amazing national parks that I've ever been in. I'm gonna go with Rocky Mountain National Park as my favorite still, but this is a close, very, very close second. So I definitely will be back. There's more of the park I want to explore. But like I said, this is where this adventure is gonna end, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, y'all. So like, comment, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so already. Hit that little alert button for me. You get all the notifications for when I post. And if you have more time, please watch another video, because every video you watch really helps my channel. And at that point, folks, join up, become part of the adventure crew, and come out with me on one of these mini adventures. So until we meet again, folks, here and everywhere in between, have a good day.
And away he goes. Continue for more adventure.